how pleased were you with your guys a week after absorbing the first loss this season?
Yeah, this was a tough week. I was just talking to some of the players, and they didn't think it was a tough week. But as coaches, we really did. We started to feel like we were vulnerable. We couldn't score. We couldn't defend. We couldn't pick up the balls. Everything was wrong with the world. And, we needed a great effort today. I'm really proud of how they came out of the gate. And a little bit of rain. Who knew what was going to happen? But they came out and shot well. I thought we were aggressive throughout the game, both ends, which we needed to be. And overall, it was kind of like the doctor ordered. We'll see. We'll see next week when we play a team that shoots the lights out.
What was your take on the defense without Carroll?
It was interesting. John Orson, our defensive coordinator, did an amazing job this week. You're talking about Christian Bergdorf, who's the best in the business in my eyes, and either two freshmen, Dylan Gaines and Dylan Johnson, or you had Matt Jones, who started as a sophomore. He hasn't played much for us, and John just coached them up all week. Luckily, we have an experienced group up top with CT and Chris Hampton and Joe Vano and now Sean Mail up there. So and Trevor winning faceoffs again didn't hurt either. So it was a little scary. We had to teach Matt a lot and give him some confidence out there, but I thought he did a really good job.
How has Trevor handled kind of the different approach that people have taken to him this year, to put it as diplomatically as possible?
Do that, and I must remain so myself. But I've never seen a situation where one guy gets mauled like he does in all sorts of ways in our game and survives each week. He's really got an amazing attitude with it, and he learned a lot from last week. If that's the way it's going to be allowed to be done, then we've got to adjust. We got some better wing play today, which we didn't last week, and just thought again our guys just competed for ground balls like they did for goals, like they did to defend. Alex Reddy had a fabulous day in the goal, which didn't hurt either.
I was really impressed with Mail too. It seems like he's a major part of what you guys are doing there.
Sean's an animal out there. He can just last game I think against Penn State, he just got exhausted. It was hot. We used him too much. That's why you saw we used Gaines a little bit more, Bergdorf on some wings and things like that. We just have to figure that out. And if Trevor's going to win face-offs, then we can use two offensive guys on the wings as well. But Sean's been really good for an offensive midi that we switched last year to pole. He's one of the best out there.
And just for the depth that you guys are showing off a bit on offense, I know that's been your MO for a couple of years, but just how significant is it for this particular team?
Well, it's really, when you first see it, you kind of go, ooh, what are they doing with a third midfield and a fourth attackman and all that stuff, but I'm not new to this thing, and let's just put it that way, putting it nicely. And what you know is if your team is going to be decent, then at the end of the day, which is May, you better have some guys who A, have experience, and B, your first string guys aren't worn out, and that's what we're trying to do.
Okay.